All right, hello everyone. Welcome to VRML preseason week 4. This is a Saturday night of a few bouts here in North America. And tonight, starting us off, is Nova versus Atlas MEG4CORP. That's right. And on casting duties tonight, I am Palidore, joined here for the first time, his first VRML cast. It's Shepard.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Pleased
Mighty
to be
good.
here. Really excited, looking forward to my first match here.
Yeah, looking forward to having you. So we got a lot of new casters coming on board lately, and Shepard, glad to have you on board. This wouldn't be our first cast together, but it will be our first cast in VRML.
Yep, definitely not our first cast. We casted Beer League, we've casted Pizza League a few times together, but not this. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's a much different environment, and I'm really excited about this entire prospect here.
Absolutely. So the teams have been pinged, pung. Is that the right word? I don't know, but it sounds right. Pings have been punged. In any case, there we go. We got the teams starting to ready up, so we're going to go here to the gameplay. Nova coming in and against Atlas MEG4CORP. Should be a good one. And here we go.
Both of these teams are pretty similar in skill level, so I'm really excited to see how this match is going. I think it's going to be a really competitive one.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it. And, well, yeah, launch is just about ready to start. And therefore, so are we. Hello again, everyone in Twitch chat. Thanks for joining us here. See a lot of activity. I'll get to you soon, don't you worry. But Skyla here for Atlas, taking that away, but then right back it's Venom getting that disc for Nova, clearing it on through, and some boost coming on out. And here we go, off to the races on our first North American game of the night.
So Dimwee just sailing past the disc there, trying to go fast for it, but unable to collect it there.
And now the fast boost,
Good
though.
clear.
Looking for the boost off the clear. Trying to get back for Nova, and they do so successfully. You can see Sir Dimwee here in the goal. One of my other casting buddies trying to get himself a win. Him and his team, of course, as some slow, careful passing goes out here for Nova. But this is
Houston just trying to figure out where to throw that disc right now.
that was almost comedic, just kind of like
Everybody just stopped and looked around.
He was kind of baiting that pass, trying to make trying to fake him out. Didn't really work too well. So it will be a turnover, at least for the meantime. Eason going to take that away again. And let's see what he does. Looks like now going to approach Sir Dimwee playing that back line. And maybe a self-pass. Not sure what that was. Kind of a missed catch. But now Sir Dimwee there for the reception. And just as well, Zesper there for the collection as it floats into the bubble. Could be looking at our first score, and it will be. So even though
Cruising.
Almost with a save, Cruising getting that one, but I think that was Eastsend who put that in.
It was Cruising who put the goal in at the end there.
It was partially saved. Cruising's on Atlas, which is who's jousting right now, so it was a partial save. But yes, so
Partial save.
still working it through. 2 points just the same for Atlas, or for Nova, as Atlas jousts here offensively. Boosting off of him is B-Love, Spankladash on the approach. Just making spreading out for those passes. Right now, the goalie being bothered actually just enough. So this time, it's another almost save that is not quite meant to be. Sir Dimwee getting his head around, or hands around that one.
Wow, I was not expecting that to be a three-pointer. It just snuck right outside the bubble out of his hand. And just wasn't able to be recollected by Dimwee in time. Or Cruising, sorry.
Yeah, so back-to-back, both sides of the floor on offense. Those almost saves that just weren't quite. Dimwee was in the goal, but he was also being heavily bothered by the offense, running interference. And, well, now on offense, it will be Venom dishing it to the back line and taking their positioning on both top and bottom. So good spacing here for Nova. Maybe
This is a great offensive play there by Nova. As they just keep crossing it back and forth on that floor, just bringing it straight up and just allowing Venom to bring it straight into the net.
Venom, good job there from a tough corner.
That's not an easy angle to shoot it from at all.
Squeezing it through there.
Especially with that odd momentum he had going for him.
Now jousting out. Indeed, it was a tougher one, but Cruisin will take it. And now Stack gonna approach, dishes it up, but does not break the stack, so instead it'll be sent to that other side and hitting him in a stride with a pass. Skyla going back to B-Love. So B-Love working it to the Pac-Man area, but great read on that from Venom. Venom's gonna be contested. As a result, it will float on down to the bottom of the ramp. B-Love sends a soft one, or a slap pass. Not that soft, I should say, but we'll take it back off the nice stack. Contested yet more. Needs to go for a reset, it looks like, and they will get that on over to Cruisin', who just finds Skyla.
Atlas is really good at doing their back passes there.
And another clear. Yeah, they've been going for it. Going for this disc now off a great stack. And a 3-point goal at that. Nova up now 7-3.
Quick but controlled stack from Nova will allow them to take that easy 3-pointer. I always love to see that when they don't overshoot it. It sometimes is very hard not to overshoot the disc because you just want to get there fast. Don't know when the other team's coming.
Yeah, that control.
Cruisin' just taking control there.
Control will
taking
buy.
nice and slow, letting them get pushed. B-Love just trying to bait that disc in closer.
Yeah, just again, he's pulling off an E-Send there, it looks like, what we saw earlier. Trying to bait. But Spankladash is going to find it and ultimately find the hands of Sir Dimwee. Seeing Grayek in chat asking who's casting. Palidore and Shepard. This is Shepard's first VRML cast. And now finding a fast stack off the boost. Maybe a rebound to Venom's hands, so Nova has himself a chance off this bounce pass. Zesper getting on through to the side while it goes. Still on offense. Maybe trying to build up on this lead here, 7-3, and they'll have a chance at that. But that pacing again, nice and slow as they roll into the goal area.
Very slow and controlled match from what we've seen so far. There's been no real hectic hands. Great save by Cruz in there. Coming in. Good clear as well. Good to see that they worked on that.
He gets that.
Skyla taking that long 3. Just dinging it, though. So close.
But a nice grab from B-Love will result in another one of those partial saves that weren't. E-Send this time again.
You hate to see that.
And we've seen it
That's
3
such
times
a painful
now.
feeling.
And we've seen it 3 different times now happen. It's happened to E-Send, Sir Dimwee, Cruisin'. So back and forth, all these scores. Once you look at the scoreboard at the end of the round, it's not even going to be accurate because we've seen 3 different ones. So, hey, it's okay. And now
Just
taking
this
this
slow and controlled up. A little bit clustered up, trying to find their spacing, trying to find those passing lanes right now. Will get intercepted by Spank there. Taking that nice easy back pass. Looks like they're going to go for the clear and boost though. Boost just a little broken up, but still looks like they're going to get there first. And Skyla taking it in for the 2.
well done from Skyla's part. They had that 3-man stack going down the floor. Kind of got broken up halfway through, but still eventually finding the right place, right time to get that shot online and tie it up with 3.5 left. It's 7-7. First round matchup here between these 2 talented teams. Now rolling out, it's Sir Dimwee finding that pass to the pocket. Zesper going to drop it over to Venom, and Venom going up high for E-Send, and then right by Dimwee as it floats on through. And now maybe Atlas getting back here on offense while a stack retreats for defense on Nova's side.
That stack got back to the goal quick, not allowing them to take that easy 3-pointer, not giving them any chance to take that shot. Now it looks like Atlas is just trying to slow it down, regain control, find their passing lanes, and just try to play around their defense wherever they can.
It looks like, though,
we'll see the missed pass. Dimwee going to slap it right out of there. But it looks like Cruisin' will take that disc back, as Zesper, stunned, still manages to headbutt it out of his hand, though.
And received by Skyla, who does go down low. It'll be taken right back by him. So a self-pass, but not a self-goal. But now on the rebound, and it will be a resounding save from Nimue there as he gets a stack off, gets another catch, another clear, and with no fear, they make it into the bubble with some speed, trying to find some points. Find that greed, if nothing else. Sir Dimwee, good pass, slinging it over to Zesper, but a great save from Cruisin'. Like a missile, in fact, and now trying to find that crack for the clear.
Saves all around from each team. They both got great goalies on their sides. So much fun to see. Looks like they will take the open net, though. B-Love taking it for a 2. Guaranteed points. No sense risking it and taking it out for the 3 when they're already on their way back. Yeah, what a round, though. Saves from both sides. Great saves at that, too.
Checking behind them there on the stack, but just bought them the easier goal instead. And 9 13-7 lead as a result. Then we're going to slowly take that, and we have about a minute and a half left to spare as a little bit of a missed pass still gets into the hands of Nova, so they do have to score. Don't necessarily need a 3, but they got to find something in the next minute 30. Ooh, as a
Looks
result,
like it's going to be on a one-on-one situation, though. Cruzen saves it again. He is on fire right now.
Doing some work there, and now I'm trying to make him hurt. Fast on that approach, but overshooting could be very bad news, because now it will be a 2. Spankladash going up by 4 now for his team, and with a minute left, Atlas maybe in position to take this one away.
Nova still can come back here. They still have enough time to get 2 more points. So we'll see how this is going to play out. I love watching overtime, so let's hope it goes that way.
We've gotten a few lately, but indeed the time is there, but quickly running out. This offensive approach may be slower than they needed it to be, because now only 35 seconds, and honestly I think that's a closed window for them no matter what they do here, because now just no time to score 2. So at the very least, a turnover as I say that, maybe looking for just another one to close out this round for Atlas, and indeed they will find it. So 13-7 Atlas in round 1.
What a first round. That opening round of the night was really fast paced, really fun to watch. Loved it all around. Great saves, great goals, great plays by both teams.
And with that, the round will end. Some great saves indeed. There was a lot of great catches, great grabs right near that bubble, right near the goal, in fact. And we will go to the scoreboard here, and I'll just take a look at that. And it is leading the way there for Atlas, Skyla with 4 points, 2 apiece for Belove and Spankladash, 2 saves for Cruzen. And then on the other end, it's 5 points for Venom, 5 saves for Sir Dimwee. So there's that defense you were talking about.
Yeah, definitely. Sir Dimwee has definitely come a long way as a goalie, and it's really fun to see just how much progress he's made on a personal level as a goalie. All these players here have come so far in terms of their skill level from season 3, from the previous season to the VRML here now. Really exciting to see, especially with the new 4v format. I just love watching it.
Well, yeah, we were talking about that a little bit before the stream started, just how much more it's really opened things up, and it seems like a lot of people pleasantly are in favor of it. So I'm glad to see that, because we definitely saw the potential, and it seems like the community so far agrees overall.
Definitely, I would agree with that statement. Seems like the public opinion is more positive towards it than not. Looks like we're about to go into round 2 here, though. Man, this still can go to either team here. Both of these teams, that last match was so close. It can still go either way.
Yeah, it was only towards the end, really, that Atlas started to pull away there. But now pulling away off this joust. Gonna be taken there and shot by, or sent to Cruzen actually, and Cruzen going down low, almost cut off on the pass. Still finding the back stack there for Nova as they take it back over.
Cruzen just in the right place at the right time. Great back line defense right there.
Oh, the fader shot, just a little bit of a narrow miss. Maybe recollected by Skyla, so indeed back on the offense they'll go. Cruzen receiving that at the bow tie, that is, as he backs it out to Merc, and even further yet to mid. Just biding their time, trying to find some spacing, perhaps drawing out the defense here so they can get a better number situation inside the bubble. And it looks like that might be the case, but actually stun here. Now a quick tap pass on over to Spankladash. He will not make that, but luckily Skylove down below to receive it, but then loses it. Then back to the hands of Belove, who will try and capitalize, but cannot. So another attempt denied by Team Nova, and Atlas just trying to recollect if they can.
What a cluster we're seeing right now as both teams just pile onto it. Team Nova just scrambling to get their defense back, trying to get off their side. However, Belove is just shutting that down right there.
Only for a moment,
however, a missed pass, we might see it getting out here.
And Isen will take that away. Goes for the bounce shot, a little too strong, bouncing high off that island and taken back by Skyla down below. So he will make a rolling clear that bounces every which way and into the way of Venom for Nova. Sending it back through, gets it to Zesper, Zesper looking for that tough angle of a shot. Still almost managed to get a good look. And now down to East Send. This is kind of a 3-on-1 situation. Make that a 2-pointer off a 2v3 situation. A great pass right across to Zesper, and he will find the first 2 for Nova.
That was just a great play by Nova there. Just taking their time, but not going slow either. Just moving it up, waiting for that opportunity, nailing that pass, and just slamming it right in there.
Yeah, it was good. It was pretty much the exact play they needed to make that happen, because it was a numbers advantage on the other end, but they still managed to find the pass to work around it. And
it was nice to see that they managed to do it controlled and with speed as well. However, that missed pass there might get recollected by Spank there, but Sir Dimwee is going to be the one with it in the end.
Now looking for some clears as well as some stacks. This might not be good for them, though. This big old pileup happening. Every time I see it, I always mention just how tough those are, because it basically becomes a gambling game of sorts where everyone's piled in the same place. Who gets it is anyone's say, really. But now dishing it and now finding it. Spanklet dash. How about that one?
Putting it down in that bottom corner. Love to see it. Always trips up the goalies so easily.
Doing what they need to do to tie it up. 2-2 here in the second round.
3.5 minutes in, and it's only 2-2. This match can go either way so quickly.
And now trying to go either way for the stack. It will be Zesper taking it, sending it to East Send, and then back to Zesper. Some quick passing, but taken off guard on the defender. The stun. It was Spank Ladash there, but East Send taking it right back. Now maybe another number situation here as they go down and analyze the situation. A great save from Cruisin'. Zesper finding it, but cannot find it for very long, because B-Love will get that out of there. Down low, and now above into the other side of the floor. And in for some more stacks. Some crazy pace coming on here as they crazily race for the disc, but they miss it. Now they find it, and now try to supply it on the clear, but it's going to be an interception. So the pace so quick here as a rebound goes to town. Cruz in, works it in.
Just right place, right time for Cruz in there. Great shot by Skyla, almost making it in. Not an easy shot from where he was, or the direction he was floating either. But what a great save. Cruisin' gets a great save and scores it as well.
I'm just glad that I practiced my my breath management on that play, because it was necessary. But now, another turnover here. Could be very, very bad for Nova, because this is yet another situation where the defense is out of place, and in place for the goal is B-Love.
Just catching their defense off guard has just produced some quick goals for Atlas in this past minute. As we just said, it was 4 minutes to only get 4 points. Now a minute, 4 more points were scored.
Kind of that, that ebb and flow of Echo that you see sometimes. Oh, missing the disc. Luckily, won't pay for it the first time, but that was a slow little rollout there. But indeed, you do see those ebb and flows with these 4v4 games, don't you? Where it's like sometimes it gets crazy, sometimes it's organized, sometimes it's score heavy, sometimes it's defense heavy. Never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's very true.
But even more so now than with 3v3, I think it's fun. It's fun. It's like the actions per minute now with 4v4 have gone up drastically, and it makes for a fun viewing experience.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's definitely a lot more fun to watch, and it's more fun to play, if I'll say so that myself.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like Spank is just trying to buy as much time as he can here. Great stun by Skylar.
Oh, Dimwee!
Dimwee with that save, that one-on-one save against Skyla there. But
almost a beautiful,
to find the clear.
Almost a beautiful move there from Skyla. I mean, he had that punch, the immediate catch, but the save, just denying all of that fancy work, and just saying no, it's not meant to be. But maybe meant to be on that one is Spankladash. So that is 2 more points, and now 8-2 for Atlas at the moment with under 4 to go.
Oh, I wasn't sure who I wanted to score, if I wanted Dimwee to save it there or Skyla to score it after that beautiful little dance he showed us.
Yeah,
I always love seeing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, well, hats off to both, but nothing else.
Hats off to both, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, finding their way, trying to find a way, but a little off on this pass here means Atlas will take this over for the clear.
What a great interception by Dimwee there.
He'll work that up
Just
now.
slowing it down, controlled passes, trying to find those angles on those passing lanes there. Leads to a missed pass, though, however. We will recollect it off the head of Skyla, though.
Now, looks like Belov will have an angle. He's going to take that shot, and it will be absolute, and that was hot. So Belov now finding himself and his team in great position as this round starts to wind down. Now, quick shout out as well to everyone in Twitch chat. I promise I'd get to you eventually. I'm not a liar usually. I might be forgetful, but I'm not a liar. So, hello to everyone there. See Sweet Potato and Gilligan, Mr. Jesus himself. Okay. Nice to have you on our stream. Rajumba.
Hey, there can only be one Shepard here.
Hey now. Zesper finding the pass down low. Receiving it. Actually, no, just past the hands of Zesper. So recollecting will be Spank. He just needs to get that out of there. And he will as the stat comes on through. Maybe buying themselves a goal, I guess. Just depends. It's on those overshoots. But actually some beautiful stuns coming in from Venom. Will retrieve that disc back for his team.
Venom just, with those stuns, just allowing his team to completely control the disc on their side there as Belov and Skyla just try to figure out what's the best course of action. And it looks like they just found it. Belov has another open net. Shot goes a little high, though. Still really close. But, however, it looks like it will get taken back by Venom there. Trying to get that clear out. Struggling to find that pass as Zesper is just trailing after it.
Now coming after
Belov
him.
coming in quick, just misses him. Cruisin recollects that pass, though.
Now will be collected there by Spank Ladash as the defense tries to get back, and that's a good grab right in midair from Zesper. Now going to the other side just to avoid any other interceptions as his teammates fly down the floor with some efficiency. That bounce a little bit rough, going to be contested hard, and indeed a turnover to Skyla, who finds the sky-high clear right through there. And now some more boosts. Hopefully no overshoots. Might buy them a 3, and nope, going for the 2. Belov winding it in.
Hey, I always say this to my team as well. Take the guaranteed points. If you don't think you can make the 3, don't take that shot. Take it into where you're comfortable putting it in. Because if he took that 3 and missed it, and with the speed that Nova was coming at them, they would have been able to recollect that disc and get it out of there.
And now with under a minute left, it will be looking like a Atlas victory in the 2 rounds. Of course, third still being a factor, still going to be played. Just trying to find a way, though, to avoid the turnover here, but it's going to be grabbed right out there by a Spank again, so that's another nice defensive set from Atlas to force its turnover, but only right back into the hands of Nova, if only for a second.
Finding that clear there is Belov. Belov always finds the correct angle to put it at. He's always trying to stay as aware as he can as the enemy position, but it looks like Eson here just trying to slow it down, find that pass. Belov with the interception. What a read by Belov there.
And now trying to read the defense for one more goal, a little bit too high. So as a result, a little dribble and a dish back to Eson as the round expires 13-2, favoring Atlas.
Great rounds all around by everybody there. That was a really fun match to watch. And here we'll still have the 3rd round playing. So let's see if Nova can take it back for one win here tonight.
Yeah, they have a good shot at that. Certainly a talented team, just not able to find their groove quite yet. We can see over on the Atlas side here in the score screen, you have, oops, get that back there, 9 points for Belov, Spank Ladash 6, 4 for Skyla, 2 for Cruisin. Still got the 5 saves for him as well. But meanwhile, the game high 37 stuns. Meanwhile, it's game high 37 stuns for Skyla. And yeah, going over to Nova now. It is indeed 5 points for Venom, 2 for Zesper, the 7 saves as mentioned for Dimwee, pair of assists for Eson, and meanwhile 27 stuns for Venom leading his team that category. So, you know, doing some work and again see if they can win that 3rd consolation round, make some points up, and therefore, you know, secure their spot ever higher on the ladder. You know, the closer you can keep it, yeah, the better it will reflect, even if you did lose a series.
Oh, absolutely. It's always a good idea to never give up on that 3rd round, just because it does affect your MMR and your standing. But let's see. Nova is definitely a very talented team here, and I think that they can take a win here. They just need to be able to get it past Atlas's excellent midfield play. seems like it's been a tough time all around. Recurring theme for this match is Atlas is just able to shut them down in the center.
That was a mighty fine joust there. It was some speed.
That was.
I've seen that from Nova a few times now, and I want to say some of the. I think Wireless Jacks, I believe Gilligan in the chat, he had one like that the other day where it was just a headbutt, but so perfectly placed that the stack was able to recover. So thinking that must be a set play. Either way, it's executed very nicely as Sir Dimwee for Nova tries to find an angle on the pass, gets it down to Zesper. Zesper looking for that clear and boost with Esen. Gonna bounce off that sidewall, contested heavily, but taken out of there happily, but only for a moment because Skyla is there with two teammates rather, looking for a clear, looking for a boost, and possibly this first two. Now supplying it through, but B-Love unable to make the catch, at least off the first attempt. Maybe there for the grab on the second. And indeed, he will be. And now, oh no, looking for the train. Here comes a pain on B-Love, that is, as he gets stunned out just the same. Taken right back.
With that interception immediately, just stealing it there with another great read. Esen punching though before he's able to do it and getting the clear as well. Here we see the stacks just all going out at once. It looks like it's going to be overshot though by B-Love. But he still manages to recollect it in the end. Venom now with it. Ooh, great pass down to Zesper, looking at a one-on-one situation only for a few seconds, then he takes it in.
Oh, two quick points on the board there. Well, quick in the sense of that little dog pile in the corner. Like finally able to get some separation and find a score after all that back and forth.
Those dog piles are hard to get out of. You can never tell if you're going to punch, be punched, need a shield, or have the disc stolen from you.
Punched, or be love, as Skyla sends that pass over. Or gets that pass over, I should say. Now sends it to B-Love. He'll find the side wall as he works it up from this angle. You can see the defense just taking place on the stack, actually trying to collect it, and they do. Though it is a clear. And now maybe finding themselves at an advantage. They have an open goal just briefly. Kind of a rarity in these situations, so they need to act fast. They do, and they find it. Getting it through, Zesper.
Great shot by Zesper there. Looks like it was going to be a little slow, but Atlas just wasn't fast enough to get back there in time. Looks like they thought they had a bit more time, but they didn't because they saw the missed pass and the overshoot there. But it looks like Nova was still able to get it in there with time to spare.
Like I was saying, that's kind of a rare thing in 4v4. It's not nearly as often now that you get those open goals because stacks are so quickly, and you always have the threat of the double stack. So if you can take advantage of those opportunities, they'll be very helpful, as it has been for Nova in that case.
Especially with these two teams, the speeds of their stacks are incredible. They just zoom around the field from one side to the other in the blink of an eye.
Look at this, though, going for that Joker again. I can't help but call it that just because they've been doing it for so long, but it started so far outside the bubble that it gave them a chance to just break it up.
It can be hard to it's not as easy to break up as it looks. That is 100%. Esen just barely missing that shot, just a tad high. However, it does stay on the side of Atlas there as Zesper grabs it. Going straight down to Venom. Great pass. Going right back up to Venom there. Or Sir Dimwee, sorry. Just trying to find those open passes. Zesper taking it in again. Giving a little twirl from the defender coming at him and then bringing it straight on in.
Yeah, a little pirouette, and the shot was wet. That is good for Nova. 7th point on the board here, having a strong third round with 4 minutes off the clock so far. Taking it out now, it will be Cruisin'. The stack going under the bow tie and trying to take him off guard. Not quite able to get their stack off fast enough to surprise him. So as a result, it will be a pass down low. Skyla having it grabbed out of his grasp and now into the back. On the other side of the field, it will go. Recollected, rejected by the rim itself. Now taken by B-Love and slapped off that shelf, only into the hands of Esen, who will send a pass down low once again. But again, the intercept, the clear, it's out of here.
Clear, and the stack is already on the way.
Ooh, nice
taking that
boost.
1 3-point just right into the hands of Venom. He got there just in time to turn around.
And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier, where it's so rare you see those goals wide open for long, and just like that, the stack getting back. Cruisin' dodging the attack, going in, and absolutely, how about that? Beautiful moves.
Cruisin' wanting to get some points on the board for himself as well. Proving that he's not just a great goalie, he can also make the shots.
For sure. He's one of those players, and actually I mentioned him in previous casts, how my first introduction to him, outside of like spectating public matches before, my first competitive introduction to him was actually when he was subbing on your team back in, what was it, like May or so. I mean, it was towards the end of that last season. And he impressed me just in that one match, and he had a lot of fun, so it's great to see him actually come here and play in VRML now for real.
Yeah,
you know?
that match was the first match of competitive play he ever did.
Yeah, and
That was his introduction to competitive play as well as your introduction to him.
yeah, exactly. And he's only gone up from there, basically, participating in these
Definitely.
matchups. Well, that said, maybe not the greatest clear in the world, but that's okay, Cruisin. Still love you. And he'll receive that on the back
Atlas
line.
clear.
Yeah.
True clear in the Atlas style. I missed one. They asked me to say it for clarification.
Gonna say, if nothing else, a true commentator's curse, as has often been the case whenever I say something, the very next play, the opposite happens. But that's okay. Skyla trying to make something happen with that pass down. And finally finding the hands of Spank, but taken by Sir Dimwee, and now he'll get the defense and try and find a clear.
Great jump out there by Dimwee. Saved them that shot there. Just allowed them to get that opportunity for a clear. However, Cruisin was able to recollect it. Going right back in the hands of B-Love, straight down to Skyla. Dinging it just off the top. And now Nova's doing the Atlas clears, dinging it off every block in the way.
Yep, but they'll still get another attempt at the very least. Going down, but Sails past them. They should still be there first, it would seem. So multiple attempts could very well buy them a bucket here if they're lucky. Always say that, you give offense too many attempts, they're going to make one of them, chances are. So.
Oh, absolutely. You can't save every shot.
Look at the goalies here being bothered heavily by Cruisin. Just two goalies there. Cruisin trying to contest or at least distract them if nothing else, but unfortunately, still couldn't get anything on offense, but maybe yet another attempt.
B-Love just sending it down there, just trying to get it out of there. Straight into the hands of Venom, though. Great read by him. Great placement by him, just knowing to be in that area. Looks like they're trying to go for a bit more of a controlled push up through the midfield here, as two of the Atlas members are back there as well. Just going straight down, trying to bring it into a one-on-one situation. Unable to do so, though, as it goes right back in the hands of Cruisin.
Now finding their stacks.
Finding the clear as well.
Clears and the stacks, and a lot on that attack. Pile up, forming, and now, finally another clear, and some more ping-ponging, I guess we'll see.
Back and forth we go, from one side to the other in the blink of an eye.
That's
Skyla already made it there, just to clear it again, already on his way back down. It looks like Skyla will get there first. However, he does have Dimwee in the net, but he still manages to weave it in there.
Great shot there, just finally, after all the ping-ponging, hitting their targets. And as a result, we will have a 3-point game, less than 2 left in this series. But fortunately for Nova, they find themselves at the point advantage as well as the joust advantage, meaning it's kind of their round to lose at this point. If they can maintain control and maybe even build upon this lead with some good offense, they should be in the clear for a successful 3rd round.
Absolutely.
So taken there by B-Love.
Right back in the hands of B-Love. Taking the open net shot, just so close, just getting the unfavorable bounce on his side there. Back in the hands of Zesper, though, just trying to get it out of their side there with that bounce pass straight up to Venom there. Venom just sending it down there, trying to get it out of their side as he knows the stack is on the way. Straight into the hands of Sir Dimwee, just trying to find that pass, goes straight down to Zesper there, looking for that open shot, and off of Cruisin's head.
How many times have we seen that now? Like 4 or 5 times in this series.
Too many times.
I am sure Cruisin would agree. It's happened to him at least twice.
Oh, Cruisin's mad about that.
But nonetheless, it is points just the same for Nova, and they will take it regardless of if they're personally credited or not, because that is going to help their case here to take this 3rd round win by 5, potentially even 7 if they can get that one in. But it looks like another turnover.
Venom, right place, right time for that pass back to the shield there, trying to get Skyla slammed in there. But Skyla finds the disc again there from his teammate, being able to recollect it and being able to slam it right in from underneath.
And with the clock winding down, there's the only way that we can have a tie in overtime here is basically off of a missed grab on this disc, I feel. I mean, if they could even just slap it somewhere, they should be good. But let's see. So out they roll. There's the disc. There's the clear. And then finding the second clear, the pass rather, and that'll wind down the round. So Nova coming back for that consolation prize and, making a good game out of it. 9-6.
What a match from both teams there. Very competitive for all 3 games. No one team having an easy time about it. Two very talented teams here.
For sure. So for that third round, and you can see here for Nova's side, it was 9 points, Zesper. 5 for Venom, pair of assists for Venom as well, then 3 for Esend. Meanwhile, the saves, big story there, obviously, throughout the game. 2 for Zesper, 3 for Venom, 7 for Dimwee, 1 for Esend. Plenty of stuns as well. And over on Atlas' side, go ahead and give us the read down on theirs.
On Atlas' side there, we got the 6 saves from Cruisin', although we know he had a couple extra. They didn't get quite saved. Skyla with the 8 points, but the 52 stuns as well. Just absolute brawler monster.
Oh, yeah.
B-Love leading the way with the 9 points. Cruisin' following up shortly. Spank just, as they're leaving there quickly, we can still see Cruisin' with the 4. Spank was 6, but Cruisin' had so many saves. We had more than on the board there, but same with Sir Dimwee. I know we had 1 or 2 more extra on there as well, because they don't always count the steals as saves, so.
Then looking at the team stats, just the same. Would run through them, but I'm also remembering here we do have another game, so I got to close this off soon. So quick look at the MVP board there. You can see Venom earning it there. Go to the scoreboard, and there's a story of the 3 rounds. But with that said, like I mentioned, we do have another game coming up here right away, so we're going to be back soon. Roll the credits. It's going to be Inverted and Orbit up right next, so stay tuned for that. I've been Palidore, that's been Shepard, and this has been VRML Week 4, and we'll be right back.
Thanks for watching, everybody.